Welcome to another video. Now it's the turn of 1 over 1 plus x to the fourth. In the previous video I did 1 over 1 plus x to the third. So maybe after this one I'm going to go to 1 over 1 plus x to the fifth and then to the sixth and then just keep going until we get to infinity. Okay, now I know that I've done this before, just not as the main problem. It was part of another problem I was solving, which was the square root of 10x. Yeah, that I think was the longest integration video that I ever did. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, but I'm going to use the same strategy that I used in that video for this one. Now, I know about 3 different strategies for integrating this, so I'm going to do one per video. Let's get into the video. So let's start by making all the writings shorter. I'm going to erase as often as possible. I will explain how I'm getting to the next line. So I'm going to say that we want this to be I. Okay, so I don't have to repeat this integral anymore. Okay, now what do I want to do? The first strategy, see, this is not the difference of 2 squares, and as the sum of squares you cannot factor, and I don't know any strategy you could use, so you might want to break this down into smaller polynomials in the denominator. So what I would do is, maybe I don't think I can do that actually. So what I highly recommend is you divide each of the terms you see in this picture by x squared. Okay, so it's like you're dividing the top and bottom by x squared. So this is going to be equal to, if I divide the top by x squared, I'm going to end up with 1 over x squared. If I divide this, I get the same thing, 1 over x squared. If I divide this, I'm going to get plus x squared dx. So, what does this do for me? There's something I want you to see, okay? Because I would need a lot of space, so let me make some explanations here. The reason why this is a good thing is because there are 2 ways you can write this, and you can easily go up here and do any kind of manipulation that you want. Okay, now, let's talk about the denominator first. You see, let me switch it. X squared plus 1 over x squared. If you've watched my videos on palindromic polynomials, you will notice that we had things like this. And I said that if you look at x plus 1 over x, if you square it, what are you going to get? You're going to get, this is equal to x squared plus the product of these two, right, multiplied by 2. So this times this is going to be 1. If you multiply that by 2, it's going to be plus 2 plus 1 over x squared. So you notice you can write this in terms of this, because this is the same thing as x squared plus 1 over x squared plus 2. So if I move this 2 over to this side, I can say that x plus 1 over x squared minus 2 is equal to x squared plus 1 over x squared. So I can replace the denominator here with this expression. Guess what? This is easier to deal with now. So instead of writing it this way, I can write it this way. Now, the tricky thing about this is that you can also, instead of using x plus 1 over x, instead of what I did here, you could also do x minus 1 over x squared. Guess what you're going to get? You're going to get x squared minus 2 plus 1 over x squared. So our x squared plus 1 over x squared shows up again. However, if you move this 2 over here, you're going to have x minus 1 over x squared plus 2 is x squared plus 1 over x squared. So this guy here can either be represented as this or as this. You choose. How can we choose? Well, it depends on what we generate in the numerator. Now, let's just do all the rough work here because it looks like everything is gelling, right? Okay, so note, we're going to use this and we're going to use this. Okay? Now, how do I know what I want? How do I know this is important? You have to be able to see the future. Because if you take the derivative of this, let's say this is your u, you do a u substitution. Look, let's do this. Let u be x minus 1 over x. This guy. You will notice that du will be equal to the derivative of this is 1. The derivative of negative 1 over x is plus 1 over x squared. So if I want to write this denominator in terms of, I want to write it this way, and I can do a u substitution, with this one, and I can do a u substitution here. Du is going to be 1 plus 1 over x squared. But if I look here, I don't have 1 plus. All I have is 1 over x squared. So what I can do is I can add 1 here. One plus 1 over x squared. See, it was not there, but so I'm going to subtract this 1 back. But there's a problem now. The problem is I need it to be 1 plus 1 over x squared. Okay? What can I do? At this point, I have a minus 1. What if I add another 1 over x squared? So what I'm going to have on top now is going to be 2 over x squared. But no, the original, you see, if these two get rid of each other, but now I have 1, because now I can factor this. Look, this expression can become, this will now be a minus, because I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the derivatives of these two substitutions. Because if I say, let v be equal to x plus 1 over x, then dv will be equal to 1 minus 1 over x squared. So now I have catered, you see, because I've put this parenthesis here, this can now be 1 minus 1 over x squared. And what I still have under is x squared plus 1 over x squared, which can be either this or this, depending on what I have on top, because I'm going to split this in two. That's the scale. But notice that if I remove the parentheses, I'll end up with 2 of these. This is positive. This is also positive when I distribute. So because I don't want 2, I have to take out 1/2. I have to multiply it by 1/2 because now I've got 2. I hope you see that. Because I could have written 2 here. Let's say 2 times this, and then you divide by 1/2. It cancels out. That's what I did. Maybe I should write it here. Let's put it here. 2, and then put 1/2 here. Okay, so now you see that I've split this into 1 over x squared plus 1 over x squared, and then this splits into 2. I went all the way from the end to the beginning so you could see it. Okay, I hope that explanation was clear. Okay, now this is what we have. This is going to be 1/2 of the integral of 1 plus 1 over x squared divided by x squared plus 1 over x squared. Minus, you split this, is going to be 1 minus 1 over x squared divided by x squared plus 1 over x squared. Okay, everything dx. We're almost done. So all I have to do is make the right choice. Remember what I said. You can rewrite this in another form. The form you want to write this is such that you want to get the derivative of that denominator to be what you have here. So it looks like this is going to be I is going to be equal to 1/2 of this integral 1 plus 1 over x squared. Then it is a subtraction version you're going to have here, x minus 1 over x squared. Because this is a subtraction version, it will be plus 2. And then you go here, it's going to be minus 1 over x squared divided by x plus 1 over x squared minus 2 dx. Let's do it in the corner here. So let's say I already did it. So let u be this first guy, x minus 1 over x. So du will be 1 minus 1 over x squared dx, which is what's on top here. If we make this substitution, guess what? We're going to have this to be equal to 1 over 2 times, because du is all of what is on top, dx, we're going to have the integral of du over u squared plus 2. We're done. Maybe I should have distributed this dx so I have two separate integrals, but you can see it. Let's save time. Okay, that's the first integral. Minus, you do this. The integral, now I'm splitting it, we do the same thing. Let v be equal to x plus 1 over x. dv will be equal to, what is it? 1 minus 1 over x squared dx, which is what you have here. 1 minus 1 over x squared dx is going to be here. So this is going to be dv over, what's this? v squared minus 2. That's it. Oh, 1/2. I need 1/2 here. That's it. Do you know how to integrate this? Yes. This is the arctan formula. This is the inverse hyperbolic tangent formula. And that's it. This is going to be 1 over 2. Remember the integration formula? This is going to be, let's write this as square root of 2 squared. Square root of 2 squared. And this is minus square root of 2 squared. So you have your answer is 1/2, 1 over square root of 2 inverse tangent of u over square root of 2. Okay? That's it. That's how you write the answer to this. Remember that the integral of 1 over, let's call it t squared plus a squared dt is equal to 1 over a inverse tangent of t over a. So this is what we're using. Okay? So, and that's the formula. And then we go to this one, minus 1/2 times, well, 1 over a will be 1 over rad 2. That's 1 over square root of 2. But this, because this is a subtraction, is the inverse hyperbolic tangent. That's the only difference between these two. And this answer can be written in terms of natural logarithms. So I might just write the alternative answer also. Hyperbolic tangent. Inverse hyperbolic tangent of v over square root of 2. Okay, now we just need to go back and plug in what u is and what v is. I think u was the one that was this. This is our u. So we go here. We can combine these numbers. So we can take out 1 over 2 root 2. Then we have inverse tangent of x minus, who wants to write it that way? A fraction within a fraction. Let's simplify this. What would this be? This is going to be over x rad 2. Okay, that's what that's going to be. And then we've taken this out, minus inverse hyperbolic tangent. Where is the h? Come on. Of, what's our v? It's going to be the positive 1, x squared plus 1 over x rad 2. There you go. Plus c. Beautiful. Now, there's an alternative way you can write this. So, if we don't want to write the hyperbolic function in our answer, maybe because it's in the future, in the topic, this is an alternative way of writing this. In another video, I might just show how you can convert this into this, or even if I'd use a different strategy of simplifying this, okay? But for now, we're just gonna stop there. So that's what your answer is. Let me know in the comment section if this looks good enough. There's a second method and a third method. I have to make 2 other videos just to integrate this. But I think this is the cleanest. Never stop learning. Those who stop learning, stop living. Bye-bye.